tell me down, I'll be echoes in every place I find. I break the molds with rebels mind. I'm a hurricane, a free born. You can't change me, you can tell me down. I'll be echoes in every place I find. I break the molds with rebels mind. I'm a hurricane, a free born. You can't change me, you can tell me down. I'll be echoes in every place I find. I break the molds with rebels mind. I'm a hurricane, a free born mind. Free born mind.
Welcome back to my channel. I am excited about this week's adventure because I am going to find a quiet lake to go camp by. I have for the last couple weeks been traveling all over Oregon, California, Nevada, going down to Vegas to pick up the new Mercedes Sprinter. This is the Nuvo 3500 all-wheel drive Sprinter, and I am the first one getting to try out their new production model. And so I have taken it all over the place. If you have missed the last few videos, you'll want to catch up and watch those because I took it up to the mountains through crazy terrain, putting this van really to the test. And I could never imagine not having this van. As fun as all that has been, the driving has been exhausting. And so I just want to find a quiet spot to camp tonight, to just chill, maybe do some fishing, sit out by the water, maybe have a campfire. I want to relax. As my family likes to tease, I need a reset. And you would think van life is all about quiet. No, there is finding water, finding places to sleep, watching your battery, all the stressful things that I've been driving everywhere. So guys, I need a serious reset. So welcome to today's adventure. The horses are right out there and I've been filming them for a while. One of them is pregnant.
Hey, I heard you want to leave this place where we grew up. This old town, just put it all behind. Remember you and I would always find somewhere to hide when we were kids, so we could see and hear the water run. The river's gonna cry when you're gone. River's gonna cry when you're gone, 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 gone. River's gonna cry when you're gone, 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 gone. River's gonna cry when you're gone, 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 gone. River's gonna cry when you're. River's gonna cry when you're. River's gonna cry when you're gone. Hoping you would stay, but I've always known that you would go and find your own way. I still see when we climbed up in those trees, 12 years old, feel the wind and watch the river run. And the sun would always shine when we sat there, you and I. The river's gonna cry when you're gone, 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 gone. The river's gonna cry when you're gone, 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 gone. The river's gonna cry when you're gone, 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 gone. The river's gonna cry when you're.
Well, my whole video might be about wild horses at this point because that was pretty spectacular. And you guys know I love myself some wild horses. I think I could tell which one was the stallion because he kind of dominated the other horses. At one point, there was a little bit of a scuffle between two of the males. There was also a pregnant mare with a young foal. I don't know if the foal belonged to her or not. It looked a little older, but she definitely was very round and very pregnant. Like, she looked like she'd be giving birth pretty soon. Just to sit and enjoy them. There's something about wild horses, and I know it's very controversial. You know, there's some states, Nevada and Oregon both round up horses and auction them off because of the shortage of public land for them, and then also the damage they do to private land. I'm not in charge of managing the horses at all, and I'm not in any way, shape, or form trying to suggest how they should be managed, but I will say I really love when I see them. There's something about seeing a wild horse just running free and being on public land, kind of like me, that just makes me smile. This is pretty sandy down along here, but I've got my good tires on here and all-wheel drive, so I shouldn't have to air down unless it gets too deep. Why oh why do people leave trash behind? That just angers me. A bunch of beer bottles, alcohol bottles, oh, that's frustrating. This whole area is just full of trash. What could be otherwise a gorgeous spot right here. There's a mattress. Oh my goodness, this could have been such a good spot, but man, people have just abused it. People just do not take care of our public lands. It really, really frustrates me. This has turned into a dumping ground. Oh, and there's a wild horse in front of me, just running there. I wonder if he got lost from the rest of the herd. Is he just all by himself out here? Kind of like me, buddy. Two of us are just all by ourselves. Did you get separated from your herd? You're really beautiful, though. You are very beautiful. I'm sorry you're all by yourself. It's no fun. Well, I think I found my little spot that I want to stay. This looks really beautiful here. You're away from the trash. You're more on the other side of the water, away from people. This looks like a really great spot right here. Now my front right end is a little bit low compared to the rest. And when you're on uneven ground like this, it's always good to have some levelers with you. So I'm going to get this leveled out and then set up camp.
One thing that really makes a difference in van life is getting level at camp quickly and safely, especially when you're pulling into uneven spots like sand, grass, or rocky ground. You want something strong and easy to use. Lately, I've been using these co-recurved RV levelers, and they've honestly made setup a lot easier. They come in a really convenient carry case, which I love because everything stays organized and easy to store. Inside the kit, you get the curved levelers, wheel chocks, and rubber anti-slip mats. So it's basically an all-in-one leveling system. The first thing I noticed is the design. The smaller pads have a semicircular bevel, and the curved levelers have a textured surface which increases friction between the tire and the block. So once you drive up onto them, they feel really secure. I set the rubber mats down first for traction, then place the base leveler under my tire and slowly pull forward until I reach the height I need, anywhere from about 1/2 inch up to 5 inches. Then the chock slides right into place underneath to lock everything in. These are rated to support up to 50,000 pounds, which is seriously heavy duty, and they're built from a high-performance polymer that's designed to resist cracking even after repeated outdoor use. They even work well with oversized off-road tires like my 33-inch tires, which isn't always the case with leveling systems. Once I'm level, I can just relax and enjoy camp. No rocking, no awkward slopes, just a stable setup that makes the whole day feel easier. And when it's time to move on, they pack up quickly and store right back in the case. If you want a simple, sturdy leveling solution, I'll put a link to these Cobra levelers down in the description so you can check them out for yourself.
Apollo today because he would love this spot. He would love that there's grass for him to chew on, sand to roll in, birds to watch. I'm gonna have to come back here with him because this place is making me really miss him. I think I'm gonna try my luck at fishing and see if I can catch anything. My dad was really sweet and gave me one of his tackle boxes, one of many that he owns. But I'm gonna come out and do a little shore fishing and see if I can catch anything. It's really peaceful down here by the water. The wind has really picked up, so I already know I'm not going to be able to do a campfire tonight, which is a big bummer, but I've really enjoyed fishing and just being out in the hammock. Like, I'm kind of relaxed by those already, so I'm okay not doing the campfire, but I just don't want to do it when it's this windy, especially with trees low hanging over this campsite. Probably wouldn't be smart to do that. Well, I had a very relaxing time doing that. I think I'm gonna read my book for a little bit and then make some dinner. But it ended up being the night that I needed. These are like little mini ones. I don't know how many years it's been since I've actually had these. I feel like I should not make this whole box. Maybe just like a few of them. Look at those. Those are gonna be yummy. All right, I'm gonna stick these up in the air fryer while I take a quick shower because I am kind of hot and sticky from being outside all day, and a nice warm shower before bed sounds nice. Yum! Those are gonna be delicious. But got my mozzarella sticks, and I'm gonna watch a little bit of Primal Outdoors. I was missing him, so I decided to watch him on the projector.
We're going to spend the day hiking. It's got a lot of hill country. There's some kind of...
You know, I really enjoyed having what I called my reset time yesterday. When you are constantly on the move and have so many things going on all the time, and I especially had a lot of work stacking up, which is a good thing because it's good to be busy and it means things are going well. But at the same time, it's good to give yourself a break. And I talk so much on different episodes that I've shared with you about rhythms of rest and making sure to take time off. And yesterday, even though I filmed while I was here, it definitely felt like a day off. Just the minute I pulled in and saw those wild horses, I was like, this is my unicorn day. I was so happy to see them. Wild horses just give me peace, and something about just sitting there and watching them and not being on a time schedule of any kind, just being present in the moment I was in with them felt very freeing to my spirit. Then driving in and seeing that wild horse run across camp
was really fun too. I really was hoping he would come into my camp last night, or at least this morning. I'd get to have my coffee and share that with him, but he was off somewhere else. I don't know where, but he was not here this morning. I was very sad about that. But I definitely just enjoyed taking a minute. And then I just sat in my bed for a little while and watched the sunrise over the lake with all the ducks this morning. I just took a minute to enjoy it for myself, and that felt really, really good. Well, I had that beautiful sunrise this morning, and then the wind has picked up and shifted, and so it's turned into a blustery, kind of dusty day out there. I'm so excited to share that I am actually headed to Overland Expo in Flagstaff, Arizona. It's going to be happening the middle of May. Come out, say hi. I'm going to be in the content creation section along with the beautiful Nuvo Mercedes. I would love to say hi, to meet you, to show you this amazing rig, and to help answer any questions that you have. But I really hope that you enjoyed this video and just watching me have a little bit of a reset time. It was exactly what I needed. If you liked the video, click the like button, comment below, subscribe so you don't miss out on any of the adventure. And until the next adventure, I'll see you then.